Good morning, you guys. Today we're going to talk about fixed and variable expenses. Now, this is really similar to what we did last week, but it's a little bit different because this time we're giving money away instead of fixed and variable income, which is money that comes in. Today we're going to talk about fixed and variable expenses, which is money that we spend. Let's get started. Okay, so here we go. We're going to talk about fixed and variable expenses. So again, expenses is money that we put out or money that we spend instead of money that comes in. Remember that income is money that people give us, sometimes for a job, sometimes for birthday gifts, sometimes for a pension, or from Social Security. Income is money that comes in, but expenses or costs is money that we spend, money that we put out. There's two different kinds. There's fixed expenses and variable expenses. You can see here fixed expenses, everything looks regular, everything looks the same. The money is all the same, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. It all happens on Friday. Here the money is different. This is 10 and 20. This is 20 and 5. This is 100 and this is 20. Sometimes it happens on Thursday, sometimes on Saturday, sometimes Monday, another Friday, sometimes Wednesday. It's variable. It's not the same. This week, we're going to demonstrate the ability to identify and distinguish between fixed and variable costs and expenses. Costs and expenses is two different ways of saying money that you spend. So we're going to have a little activator. We're going to learn and review fixed and variable costs and expenses, and then I'll talk about the 3 activities for the week. Okay, so this looks a little bit like what we did last week. We're going to talk about expenses or costs and what they are. So expenses or costs, and let's think about this. Are expenses or costs money that we give away, or is it money that we receive? So let's think. What do you think? I just told you what it is. So you're going to think about it, and I want you to pause the video and move the circle. Whoops. Oh, we have to go back. Sorry. So you're going to pause your video in the slides, and when you're doing this on your own, and you're going to move the circle to either giving money away or receiving money. Okay. Now, on your own, when you're looking at the actual slides, not right now while I'm showing you, you're going to watch this video. It's a really cute video about fixed and variable expenses. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you a little more. When you guys graduate from school, you'll need money to pay for things, okay? And here are some things you'll need money to pay for. You'll need money to pay for groceries. You'll need money to pay for clothing. How about bills? We've talked a lot about bills. You'll need money to pay for electricity. You'll need money to pay for water. You'll need money to pay for cable, maybe if you want cable, or internet. Those are bills. You'll also need to pay for somewhere to live. That's rent. And you'll need money to pay for fun activities. Maybe you like to go bowling. Maybe you like to go to the movies. So you'll need money to pay for all these things. These are different things that we spend money on, and they're called expenses. Sometimes they're called costs. Expenses are things you use money to pay for. Some expenses are fixed. Fixed means they don't change. These expenses stay the same. You pay the same amount for these costs every week. Okay, they don't change. So you pay $10 or whatever the amount is every week for that expense. It's fixed. It doesn't change. Fixed expenses examples. Rent. Okay, that amount doesn't generally change unless you move, and maybe you'll have a new amount, but that amount would stay the same generally for as long as you stay in that house or that apartment. Your car payment generally stays the same. Your cell phone bill generally stays the same. Your internet payment, insurance, Netflix or Apple TV or Amazon Prime, those are all fixed expenses that you pay. These are either once a month, once a week, but you pay the same amount at a regular time. Some expenses are variable, they change. You pay for them at different times, and they cost different amounts of money. Here are some examples of variable expenses. When you go to the grocery store, it doesn't cost the same every time. Sometimes it costs $40, sometimes it costs $100. It really depends on what you're going to eat or how many people are going to be coming over. It depends. Clothing costs different. In the winter, it costs more to buy clothes because you have to wear more clothes in the winter. Your electricity bill is also more expensive in the winter. Well, sometimes actually, heat can be more expensive, but sometimes if you run the air conditioner all the time, that can be very expensive in the summer. Bus fare can be more expensive if you travel a lot one week, and less expensive if you don't travel very much the next week. And movie tickets is another example. Maybe you go to the movies 3 times one week, and then you go 0 times for 3 weeks in a row. So what's the difference between fixed and variable expenses? Fixed expenses stay the same. January 1, you pay the rent, $400. February 1, you pay the rent, $400. March 1, you pay the rent, $400. It's the same. It doesn't change. Variable expenses change. January 5, you buy groceries for $35. February 15, you buy a ticket to the dance. It's only $5. March 20, you pay the electric bill. It's $50. These are all different. They change. Okay, now here are the activities. So just like last week, I'm going to have a new video, one video for each of the daily activities. So I'm going to stop this video, and you'll now look for 3 separate videos, one for each daily activities. Okay, guys, bye-bye. Make sure that you download the slides so that you can actually do the activities. See ya.